Greetings, friends, and welcome to Eurogamer. Sorry, I was wondering, there's subtitles coming up on on the feed for some reason. I don't know. Anyway, welcome to Eurogamer. My name's Ian Higton, and today I'm going to be playing New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe on the Nintendo Switch. It's this week's biggest selling game in the UK, and there's not really many like big releases out at the moment. In fact, there's about none apart from this one. So, you know, it's been a very long time since we've done a stream of a Nintendo game, and I did enjoy Super Mario Bros. U on the Wii U. I haven't got my Wii U out for ages. I think it's probably covered in dust at the moment. This game combines New Super Mario Bros. U with New Luigi U, or whatever it was called, which was the faster, harder levels, and there's a few other bits and pieces thrown in here as well. It cost me £49.99 to download from the Nintendo Switch store though, so the price is pretty steep, which is why maybe it's worth watching this stream to see whether or not you want to splash your cash on it before you empty your wallet into Nintendo's coffers. So yeah, hope everyone's doing alright. It's just me today, if you haven't noticed already. Johnny and Aoife are busy filming Let's Plays, late to the parties, some kind of couple of Let's Plays you've been looking forward to, I think. Something episodic, some weird episodic game, I don't really know. Loads of stuff they're filming for you all. So yeah, it's just me on my own with some Mario. So hope you're all having a lovely time. We've got 212 people watching, so we're going to get this started off, and then I'll do some shout outs and say hello to everybody who is joining. Eleanor to start. So I am playing this with Joy-Con. I do not have a Pro controller, unfortunately. Looks like I've got to play it with two Joy-Con like this. So you get some challenges that battles and things that you can play with your Mii. You also get hints and tips videos. I don't remember there being any hints and tips videos. Is this going to be an interesting video? What are these? They show you how to... Oh, these are super plays. So you can... Shows you how to play through... There's new Super Luigi U. These are the difficult levels, I guess. Let's play one of these and then let's do some shout outs, see who's watching, huh? Here we go. Right, hello to AAA Knee Gears, AG... Oh no, that's a really bad one, isn't it? Oh god. AG's R9 at Fruitbat, Boris DG, Dragon Botherer, Ellie Mom, Emma Benton, Epizoan, Eric Shipper, Frederico, Gwendel, Fotis, Gazget Gnarly, Gola19, Goandor, Hebrew Hammer, Hockey Rupp, I Implore You, Isabel CW1, Ivan Andreeve, Jacob M, Keegan Trott, Lars Manic, Linorn, Midnight Moose, Moppity Mop Mop, Mr. Foxpod, Nightcap, Parrot Kelly, Peter Solfelt, Philip Davies, PYD, Reckless Rex, Ricardo, Friera, Richard, Ryan Schmidt, some guys here, Terrible Gamer Wild, Thomas, Chromascoli, Timmy Shea 12, unimaginative username, I enjoyed it, Volcanic Toast 23, Exarithus, and Zurupup 91. Welcome all to the show. Hope everyone's having a lovely day. If you have got this game already, do let us know what you think of it. I do want to quit the bonus videos. Oh, and yeah, Fruitbat has put a link in the description for the new Teespring stores we've got going on. We're adding to them as we go. How do I quit? I want to quit the bonus videos. But there's a few things in there already. There's Team Eurogamer emoji mug. There's a Eurogamer Essential mug. There's some t-shirts and stuff in there. It's kind of empty, but it's going to be full of lovely stuff. And a few of you have suggested some things that we're already working on. So that is going to be very, very fun to see that building. And hopefully we'll get to see some of you guys and girls wearing some of the stuff in the future. EGXs and stuff. EGX Rezzed is coming up very soon. In about 3 months, maybe less than that. Beginning of April it is. So, March, April. Two and a bit months. When are we going to see a late to the party for Bully and Red Alert? Command and Conquer Red Alert. Is that Keaton Belliston? I did a Command and Conquer one with Aoife a while back. Bully, that's a good one to do though. I've played Bully, so if none of the others have played it, I could do that with one of them. ZuruPup91 says, cool, my first naming trance shout out. Excellent. Ricardo Freire Roche is waiting for the It's Called PUBG Emma t-shirt. Yeah, she pronounces it PUBG, as does a couple of my mates. I'm like, no, it's PUBG! That's what the developers call it. Rezzed is 4th to 6th of April. There it is. I'm guessing this game isn't what Ian was hinting at with the gas mask tweet on Twitter earlier, says Jacob M. No, the gas mask tweet, if you haven't guessed already, is to do with Metro Exodus. I went and got hands-on. I went to the final gameplay hands-on session last week for Metro Exodus, where we played a level never been seen before, and it does some things that have never been done in the Metro series before. So it's just a video about kind of like 7 cool ways it flips the series on its head or something. Different name than that, but yeah, that's the kind of vibe. Can't really say too much more because I'll end up breaking an embargo or something, but tomorrow 3 p.m. some brand new Metro Exodus gameplay and me in a gas mask. Ooh, we got a new member. High five to Ross Kenniston. Welcome, Ross. Thank you very much for joining Team Eurogamer. You now are the proud member of a bunch of emojis, which I'm going to spam down into the comments. We got enough emojis between last stream and this stream to add another one. So now, pets-wise, we've got Kitty and we've got Watson in there, but we still need about 10 or 15 more members before I can add my cat Titch in there, who, before I start this stream, she's in the vets today. She's just recovering from an operation to have her I think it's called a dew claw or something, the kind of like big thumb claw there. She got it caught on a fence and couldn't retract it, and she was in a bit of pain, so she's had that amputated today. So she's we've got a phone call from the vet and she's doing fine. We've got to pick her up after this stream, and yeah, I'm not 100% sure yet, but if she keeps picking at her bandages, we're going to have to put her in one of those cone things, which is going to be hilarious. Anyway, sorry, I'm wasting a lot of time. I'm just bringing up a special page here, so if someone sends a super chat or another member turns up, there we go. Matthias Tillman has just become a brand new member. High five to Matthias as well. Welcome. You also get a lovely logo by your name to show how long you've been a member for. It's the Eurogamer logo in different shades. And you get use of loads of emojis. And soon you'll get members-only videos. They will be members-only for a certain point, and then we'll make them public to everyone. But yeah, I think the first one is going to be a Q&A. We've been saving the questions you lot have given us on the community tab. If you haven't given us a question for our community, for our Q&A video, by the way, if you go to youtube.com/Eurogamer, basically the front page for this YouTube channel, and go onto the community tab, you can leave your questions there. We're probably not going to film it. Well, we won't be filming it this week because I'm not in the office this week. May not film it next week either because I've got a lot of the week off for my birthday because I am a slacker. But we will be doing a members only Q&A video soonish, and then that will go up this month, and then yeah, non-members will get to see it after a certain number of days has passed. Oh, I've already lost my power. I got it back again within the first 32 seconds of gameplay. So if you haven't played New Super Mario Bros. U on the Wii U, This is basically what you get here. It's like old school Mario gameplay, 2D Mario gameplay, none of this newfangled 3D stuff, but on a modern console. The Mario levels like this are pretty. They're not super challenging from what I can remember from the Wii U version, but yeah, the Luigi levels that came out later were real tricky ones. I think this one gets quite hard as you go along, and I also believe, although I never did it, I believe you can play it in up to 4-player multiplayer. You can definitely do 2 players. I may be thinking about Rayman Oranges with the 4-player thing, so feel free to correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But yeah, you know, if you love Mario, now you can play more Mario on the go. One of my favourite Switch games is Mario Odyssey. Actually, that was a really good Switch game. When I went to Orlando for a holiday last year, I basically spent the entire 10-hour flight playing on the way back, playing Super Mario Odyssey. It made the flight time fly by. It was so I'm very thankful to it for that, because I hate flying. I hates it. Right, we've got a flag's gone up, and I've noticed a super chat from Reckless Rex, who says, "Don't mind me, just like to give a little support each stream. Carry on, Ian." Oh, I thank you very much, Reckless Rex. You are very lovely indeed. Talking about very lovely, I should just say a big thanks to our moderator Fruitbat, who along with Nightcat, Gavin and stuff, they provide they do excellent work keeping everyone safe in the comments. But Fruitbat also sent me a birthday present of some rum, which I am going to be very excited to try out. Oh, bugger! As soon as I get that back up. So thank you, Fruitbat. You are a ledge, and hello to everyone else joining us. MD Games has just jumped in. I'm not in love with the aesthetic of Mario U games. Worst visual option in the Mario Maker. Do you know what? I would quite like this game if we could set it to retro graphics. I think that'd be pretty cool, like you can with Mario Maker. But I don't believe there's an option. I can slide on my arse though. I remember the first time I found out I could slide on my arse in a Mario game on Mario 3. I thought it was brilliant. I wonder how old I was when Mario 3 came out. First time I saw Mario 3 in action was in the excellent Fred Savage film, The Wizard, where the almighty, legendary, "I love the power glove, it's so bad" line comes from. And that was the very first time I saw Mario 3 in motion. And then my friend got Mario 3 on the NES, like the day it came out in the UK, and I was like, "Check this out! I already know a secret!" And like, because they do in The Wizard, they do the shortcut at the end of the castle in World 1, where you fly up and round and go into the get the warp whistle from the top. I did that, and everyone was like, "Whoa, how'd you know that, Ian?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm just really good at games." Little did they know, I nicked the knowledge off of Fred Savage. So thanks, Fred Savage, if you're watching. I know he's watching. He's a massive fan, is Fred Savage. He calls this the wonder years of live streams. I'm like, yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good, Fred. Like what you did there. Might use that one day. Sheep. Nearly fell down again. I think gravity's going to be my biggest weakness here. Slightly Soiled Tomato has done a super chat, a little something for my favourite member of Team Eurogamer. Oh, thank you. That's really nice. Glad to have you along, Slightly Soiled Tiamato. Tiamato? Tiamato. I don't know how you pronounce that properly, so I'm sorry I got that wrong. I always remember the dinosaur park from that movie, says Faux Romano. I'm pretty sure that dinosaur park in that movie is also in Pee Wee Herman a Pee Wee Herman movie. I can't remember which Pee Wee Herman movie it was. Maybe Big Top Adventure? I can't remember. He gets on a little red bike. Maybe it's like Pee Wee Herman's Little Red Bike or something. But yeah, pretty sure it's in that one. There was a few like 80s kids movies that went there because it was just quite an interesting location to film in, I think. Oh, okay. Going there has activated this triangle of coins. Thanks, coin triangle. Down we go. You got it right the first time. All right, fair enough. That's what I get for trying. Fruitbat Nightcat and the other mods contribute to the awesomeness of Eurogamer's community. Thanks for your time, says Ricardo Friar. Indeed, the Eurogamer's YouTube community is a bloody lovely place to be in the internet, which can often be a pretty hostile, barren place, devoid of niceness. In fact, we were at our Christmas, what's it called? Offsite, not offsite. The Christmas company meeting. The Team Eurogamer got a shout out for having such a wonderful, lovely community. They were like, oh yeah, the video team have cultivated an awesome community. And we were like, well, technically we have, but also it's those lot being just super awesome that really keeps it going. We're just the silly idiots who spout rubbish in front of a camera. You guys are the ones that keep it wonderful and lovely. So thank you very much, everybody, for being kind to one another. That's all we ask. Hashtag no dickheads. Whee! Arse jump. I went from an arse jump into a massive coin and then into a massive gravity fail right at the end there. Terrible, terrible. Wizard came out in 1989, so that means I would have played Super Mario Bros. 3 probably the year after, in 1990, which means I would have been, in 1990, I would have been -5 years old and definitely wasn't 11. Gaz Get Gnarly has put a code in for Forza Horizon 4, which is a freaking epic game. I'm not sure if that code... Actually, it's a Microsoft code, isn't it? So it might work on PC and Xbox. If you have an Xbox One X... I don't have an Xbox One X, but if you do, and you have a TV, a 4K TV with HDR, Forza Horizon 4 is one of the best looking games you'll ever play. I played Forza Horizon 4 on an Xbox One X and on a like 4K HDR TV at Playground Games. I went there to do a capture session, and honestly, I was absolutely blown away by how good looking it looks. I've got a standard Xbox and it still looks pretty good, but oh my god, the extra oomph. It's like it's one of the only games where I've been like, oh my god, a lot of this looks almost photorealistic. It's really good. So if you're a graphics fan, Forza Horizon 4, oh my god, it's nice. This looks so nice. So yeah, Super Mario Bros. U, new Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe is, you know, pretty much, you know what you're getting with it. If you've ever played a Mario game before, it's always good to get more Mario whenever you can. I don't know how popular 2D Marios are now compared to the 3D Mario stuff, but I grew up on 2D Marios, so I do enjoy a good 2D Mario game. Forza Horizon 4 is legendary and I've only got a 720p TV, says Sky. Well, there we go. The good thing about this though, yeah, is that now I have this on my non-Tondo Swatch, I'm going to be able to play Mario on the train to the office whenever I go to Eurogamer HQ to film Late to the Parties and such, and streaming things, so that's going to be good fun. I'm looking forward to tackling some challenges and some levels. Next time I have to fly on an aeroplane as well. Because I got to a point in Super Mario Odyssey where I was getting a bit bored searching for the stars. I'd gone through so many of the levels. And I keep my go-to game, the one that I always play on my Switch. Even when I've bought a new game, I'll play the new game for a couple of hours, and then the next thing I know, I'll have burnt 4 hours on Binding of Isaac. Absolutely love Binding of Isaac. Second place for me is Enter the Gungeon. That one takes up a lot of time on my Switch as well. But Binding of Isaac, for some reason, I can just play and play and play that. And if I get in a good run, I lose hours to it. And that's especially good on planes. I don't even watch movies on planes anymore. I play just almost entirely on my Switch. In fact, I got this thing. I can't really show you all because my Switch is plugged in. Oh, where is it? So I've got this like battery pack that you can slot onto the back of your Switch. It's about yay big and about that thick. It's like a mobile phone charger pack, but you slot it onto the back of your Switch, and then it gives it like an extra 10 hours. So it's never run out of juice for me on a plane. I think it only costs like 30 quid. If I find the link for it to Amazon, I'll tweet it out if anyone's interested. But I also have this as well. It's like a little adapter thing. It's like a mini dock basically. But I take this, and then whenever I'm away, I can plug my Switch. As long as a hotel that I'm staying in has a HDMI cable, I can plug my Switch into TV in the hotel and just lie on my bed and play Switch games, which is pretty sweet. I've only really played the 3D Mario games, but I really want to switch, says Celerian Wolf. Do you know what? I was not bothered with getting a Switch. I think people who've watched for a long time will know that I was like, when the Switches first came out, I was like, nah, don't care. Don't care. Yeah. And then I was like, okay, I will get a Switch, but I'll wait until Super Mario Odyssey comes out because I really want to play Super Mario Odyssey. And I didn't look. Once I'd done it, I didn't look back. I don't often play Switch on my telly. I didn't watch where any of those squares went, so this is going to be a complete guess. Balls! Yeah, I don't often play Switch games on my telly like I'm doing now, but anytime I'm out and about, planes, trains, automobiles, staying over at someone's house. Christmas time, I brought my Switch home to my mum's house. And yeah, just played Switch all Christmas. That's pretty antisocial, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. And yeah, it is a really good console. I used to take my PlayStation Vita out all the time. Love my PlayStation Vita, and this just completely replaced my Vita for my go-to travel companion. Can I bounce wall to wall? Yeah. Beep, beep. So we're in a midway base now. New power up. Ice. Why, you know? Why? There we go. So if you've played this game on the Wii U already, then you know you're gonna have played this before. I actually own this on the Wii U and the Luigi extra levels. But, you know, if you're anything like me, you don't even turn your Wii U on anymore. So, I'm kind of gutted. I'm really annoyed with myself, actually, that I didn't jump on the Switch earlier. Because instead of buying the Switch, I bought what's it called? Zelda. Breath of the Wild. Every single Zelda game name was going through my mind then. I bought Breath of the Wild on the Wii U, and I never got around to completing it because I just don't switch my Wii U on anymore. I only ever play on my Switch, and I got quite far in Breath of the Wild, so far that I don't really want to do it all again. Although maybe one day. It's still really expensive. That's the thing with first-party Nintendo games. They never really drop in value in any of the second-hand shops or anything like that. But if I ever see it for like, I don't know, 30 quid in a CEX or a game or something like that, I'll probably get it again and try and restart. It's just, if I could, that's the thing, I would be more likely to rebuy it as well if I could just transfer my save. But can't do that. Thanks, Nintendo. Thanks, Nintendo. No Tendo. No Tendo. 100%. Oh, I'm gonna have missed that last one, haven't I? Booger. That's what I get for complaining about Nintendo. Midway mark. What are we saying in the comments? I got a Switch on day one because I wanted Breath of the Wild and I can't imagine life without it. Take it everywhere with me, especially to waiting rooms where I have to be for a lot of health reasons. Ah, well, I'm sorry to hear that, 2017, but yeah, at least you've got your lovely digital companion with you to stop you from being bored. I get bored. I get terribly bored. I'm very easily bored, so having the Switch keep me company whenever I'm travelling, yeah, is a godsend. Let's get these coins and try not to get squished. Oh, is there a secret up here? Yeah. Oh. Yeah. There's a pipe down there, but can I keep going up? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Warhammer. Oh god. Oh god. No. Oh. Whoa. How about falling all the way down there, Ian? You're fool. I'll read some more comments in a minute. It's surprising how much attention you have to pay to Mario in order to not do that. Well, I did that while I was paying attention, so... Sucks to be me. Right, have some of that. Wash. Nice. Oh, I probably could have got an extra life there if I'd have followed that along. Smashing. We got a new member. Slightly Sour Tomato is here to stay. Thanks for becoming a brand new member. High five to you. You've been very kind today. The lovely comment and the membership. Excellent work. I was talking about this on my personal YouTube channel last night, but if you are coming to EGX Rezzed, well, even if you're not coming to EGX Rezzed, just like EGX this year, Team Eurogamer, outside Xbox and outside Extra, and RPS will all be doing live streams from the show floor of EGX Rezzed. There's going to be between 4 and 5 streams per day, I think, plus, of course, the developer sessions and the Dungeons and Dragons Ox Venture. So there's loads of live stuff to look forward to, as well as all the playable games and all the developers to meet and chat to, and of course all of the community members meet up as well. So there's plenty to look forward to in Rezzed this year. I'm still working out what games we're going to stream this year. I think the majority are going to be some kind of multiplayer game so that we can all play them at the same time. So I'm thinking maybe a stick fight for one of them. I did a stream of stick fight on my personal channel a little while back, and that was quite good fun. But any suggestions of multiplayer games and stuff, tweet them at me. I think my Twitter address is up there. The newer the better. If there's some that are getting like a real big buzz at the moment that I've not heard of or something, that's possible for couch co-op or whatever, or, you know, pass the pad stuff, that'd be good. And we may just, you never know, we may do the return of some old classics like Hungover Mario Kart, which is always fun but always painful. Maybe some Gang Beasts, that's always quite good fun. We'll see. We shall see what happens. Ox Venture confirmed, says Boris Pagliario. I believe so. On a scale from Johnny Facepalming to Aoife's Devil Face, how good are you at Dark Souls 3? Says Jacob. Well, I completed Dark Souls 3, but I did it with the help of I got half the way through to there's a guy in a church who's like really annoying. Is it Father something? Basically, there's a real famous bad guy in Dark Souls 3. He's really hard to beat, and I got all the way up to him on my own, and then from then on I couldn't do it, so I had to start calling in help, getting summons in, and getting viewers to jump in and help. But I did complete it. It's the only Dark Souls game I've ever completed. It's the only Dark Souls game I've not given up after like 2 hours. I need to try and get into Bloodborne. I have a copy of Bloodborne now because of the because it was on PlayStation Plus. I kind of enjoyed Bloodborne, and I don't know if you saw the late to the party of Bloodborne that I did with Aoife, but turns out, I don't know, it was probably just beginner's luck, but I was actually really good at it. I beat an enemy that you're not supposed to beat at the very start of the game by slapping his ass. I slapped his ass to death. And Eve was like, what, you're not even supposed to beat that guy, what? And then everyone in the comments was like, but Ian, you're not even supposed to beat that guy, what? You should check out that. If you want to see Aoife look shocked for like 90 minutes, check out that, because, yeah, no one expected me to do any good at Bloodborne, especially not Aoife, but for some reason I was alright. Pontiff Sullivan, that's the one. Look at these guys. These little molies. Oh, bugger. Yoshi, come back here. Oh, it's okay. I've created some kind of Lemmings-style blockade with frozen moles. There we go. Frozen moles, huh? That werewolf kill was 100% solid gold, says Nightcat. Will you play Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, says Nicola Jurican. I may not, because they're really not my type of games. Technical games where you have to be like, you know, you have to think about things. Maybe not. I like things where I can just go, wog! But Aoife, I'm sure, definitely will. That looks like her sort of game. To be honest. Aoife looked betrayed, says Robert Nzengo Teo. She did indeed. She did indeed. I'm pretty good at Bloodborne, and that werewolf still knocks me out, says Faux Romano. It's all about the sidestepping and the arse slapping with that werewolf. Oh, there we go. Fruitbat's done a link to my my full I live streamed Dark Souls 3 on my personal YouTube channel. The entire playlist is there that she's linked it to. I actually I took like a 6-month break playing that game on stream because it angered me so much that I stopped playing it for 6 months until I'd calmed down. So that's you know, that's the extent. Basically, if you don't mind a lot of swearing, then check that out. But if you've got sensitive ears, probably best not, because I think I make up. I think I say every single swear word known to man and make up a few as well. So yeah, if you thought Team Eurogamer were potty mouthed, you ain't seen Ian Higton playing Dark Souls 3 and trying to defeat Pontiff Sullivan for the 60th, 70th time. That's faux sure. My favourite bit was the file deletion. Oh no, the time ran out. I was too busy chatting to you lot and the time ran out. Oh yeah, I threatened to delete the game at one point. I was hating it so much. What's this about Deracine? Josh M wants to know. Have you checked out that From Software VR game, Deracine? Josh M says. I have. It was in my top 10 VR games video, Linorn. Deracine is... For the first hour, I didn't like Deracine. I was like, what is this? But after a while, it starts getting really... You get really intrigued by what's going on, and the presentation, the level the graphics are some of the best I've seen in a PlayStation VR game. You can only move by like blink turning, teleportation, sorry, which put me off at first. And there's not too much animation going on. It's a very weird, kind of creepy story. If you've ever played Dark Souls or Bloodborne, you know the side characters you get that are kind of have these English voices, and they're a bit whispery, and they speak a little bit like in rhyme, maybe, or you know, they're a little bit whimsical and weird, and it's like that. But yeah, in the end, it starts getting real creepy and weird. And yeah, for the fact that it's one of the best looking PlayStation VR games out there, I rate it. But also, it's just completely different to any other VR game out there. If you're bored of the constant zombie shooters or shooting gallery games in VR and you want to try something different, something original, something that looks really beautiful, then yeah, it's definitely worth picking up. I don't know what the price is like now, but I don't think it was that expensive to begin with, so I'd recommend it if you're willing to take a risk with games and you like to expand your horizons a little bit, because it's not for everyone, but if you can get into it, then you'll be rewarded, definitely. Boop, 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 boop. Have you played the Paranormal Activity PSVR game, says Carl Richardson. I have not. There's this weird thing that people say, and they're all like, "Oh, there's not very many can't even speak. There's not many VR games out there. It's a dead platform." There are absolutely tons of PlayStation VR games out there. VR games are flooding the PlayStation Store. There's loads. There are a lot of poop ones. There are a lot of low-budget ones and ones that are very short, but there are some really, really amazing experiences out there, and there are plenty more to come this year. I've already done a couple of games I really enjoyed on Ian's VR Corner this year. Borderlands 2 is really good, although I haven't had the time to jump back into that yet, because I still spend my spare time playing H1Z1. And what was the other one I did? I literally did it this week. My brain is gone because I'm trying to avoid flowers. Oh, Megalith. Megalith is a weird one. It's a first-person MOBA. And I really don't like MOBA games. I'm not a fan. I find them boring. But this one, it's in first person, and it's kind of a bit Overwatchy, because you've got like heroes with different powers and abilities. And yeah, I really liked it. But the problem is, it's just nobody's playing it. And I think part of the reason for that is it's expensive. It's like 25 quid for this game that, aside from having a public beta, hasn't been marketed at all. So nobody really knows it's about. Apart from my write-up on Eurogamer's YouTube channel and on Eurogamer's website and our YouTube channel, I haven't seen that much about the release. Balls! I saw quite a bit of excitement around the beta, but once it released, nothing. And also, another negative point I should say is that it's a bit low on content. I would say it would be a must-buy at like 15 quid. But lack of players and like lack of maps really doesn't do it any favours. But I keep dipping back into that every so often. It's very weird. me dipping into a MOBA. I never thought it would happen. So yeah, plenty of good games on PlayStation VR. Switch, I tend to like. I don't often buy first-party games for the Switch. A lot of them, like Mario Kart, this, Zelda, I own on the Wii U anyway. But I kind of treat this, the Switch, as my like little indie game portable. So I have things like Dead Cells on there. I've got Binding of Isaac. I've got Undertale. I've got Hyper Light Drifter. Enter the Gungeon. Loads of stuff. Loads of little indie games rather than the big hitters. Oh, I do have ARMS on there. ARMS is very good. Beat Saber is amazing. People are talking about Beat Saber in the comments. Beat Saber is... Beat Saber came out just, I think, about 3 days before I did my Game of the Year video. Since then, I've played Beat Saber so much that I'd actually put it higher up on my Game of the Year video. I'd probably put it higher than Firewall 0 Hour now. I'd probably give Beat Saber 3rd position over Firewall 0 Hour, because Beat Saber is phenomenal. It's so much fun, and I adore it. I cannot wait for more DLC to come through. It's such a good game. I really want to have like a house party at some point and set it up in the living room, just like watch my mates all playing it, like, because none of my mates have PlayStation VR. And they play it occasionally when they come around my house. Like, I can remember ages ago showing them Eagle Flight, which is like a game where you control an eagle and you control it by flying with your head, and they're all like, wow. But all my mates love Star Wars, so they'll be big into the motion controllers being lightsabers thing. And it's just phenomenal. If you don't have it for your... if you have a PlayStation VR and you don't have Beat Saber yet, what are you doing? What are you doing? It's... That's my review of Beat Saber. Absolutely cracking. I actually did a video of Beat Saber. There's been a couple of videos of Beat Saber up on the Eurogamer YouTube channel now. I did one episode of Ian's VR Corner with Beat Saber. And you can see me full body playing Beat Saber, getting a little bit out of breath. It's hard to commentate and play Beat Saber at the same time, that's for sure. And then there was also the Christmas challenge, the Beat Saber Christmas challenge I did, where I got Johnny and Aoife to play Rum and Bass. I was a bit cruel. I threw them into Rum and Bass on hard mode for their first time ever. So, you know, it's a bit of a baptism by fire. But the reason I did that was because I needed them to play on the same difficulty as me, so I could secretly chroma key us into the Christmas music video at the end. Astrobot is also amazing. Yes, Josh Yam, you are correcto. What's this? Castaway DC's going for a job interview, is he? Or something. That's what people are saying. They are pretty nerve-wracking, I gotta say. I remember my job interview for Eurogamer. Very nerve-wracking, my job interview for Eurogamer, because basically I've been doing what I do for Eurogamer. I'd been doing it for a couple of years on my personal channel, Platform 32, beforehand, because Platform 32 used to be on the telly back in the day on like an unknown Freeview channel on UK Freeview. I think it was like channel 90. I don't think it even exists anymore. It was a segment on a thing called TV News, which was real generic. Like they did movies, theatre, music reviews, interviews, and stuff like that. And they needed a gaming guy, and the producer for TV News used to work with me when I worked in shopping TV, and he was like, I know a guy. So I did that on TV. in my spare time while still being a director at Shopping TV Channel. And by doing that, I would go to press events and preview events, and I'd meet people in the industry and other journalists and stuff. And then I got to know people from Eurogamer and people from Gamer Network, and then they, Eurogamer were looking for a video person because their YouTube channel was kind of sat there doing nothing with 5,000 subscribers and no videos. Yeah, someone was like, well, I know this guy who does videos, and I went for the interview, and it was like, I'd read Eurogamer for years, so I knew all the writers, and I knew the person who was interviewing me from his articles. It was also like being interviewed for my dream job, so there was that pressure. But obviously it went well because I'm still here. But yeah, job interviews are pretty nerve-wracking. But my advice would be to try not to let the nerves get the better of you too much, and try and speak to the person that's interviewing you a little bit like, almost as if like they were one of your mates. Don't be too casual about it, but you know, just try and be relaxed. Try and be as relaxed as possible, because the more relaxed you are and the more friendly you are, the more that person opposite you is gonna like you, whether your skills are like, you know, because I'd never done proper official like written stuff for a website or anything before, so I didn't have that going for me at all. But you know, I seemed to get on well with Tom, who interviewed me, and I think, you know, we chatted about Spectrum games for ages, and that kind of helped. So I think, you know, that kind of thing can help put both the interviewer and the interviewee at ease if you're nice and friendly and just, you know, kind of chilled out about it. Obviously, prep, learn some stuff about the company you're going for. If you can, suggest some improvements that you might be able to make without being rude. This is just general tips I've learned from interviews, not just for you, Castaway. You probably have your interview stuff already down, but for anyone who's watching who may have to job interview in the future, and if you don't get it, don't worry. There's plenty more jobs in the sea. You've just got to keep at it. There we go. Wahoo! Keeping these things all right. This has been a stream, hasn't it? I've done more chatting rubbish about job interviews and VR games and old school Mario games than I have about this actual game. I've just kind of turned my brain off and chatting with you guys. Quite enjoying this, actually. This is like playing a game with my mates. Just sat back, enjoying the game and having a chat. Thanks everyone. I'm having a lovely time. Right. Ooh, oh, you little bugger. Where are we anyway? I stopped listening to Ian 10 minutes ago, says Castaway. Oh well. I tried. Oh, bugger! That's Mario's arse burnt off his legs. What items have I got? I've got... well, that's probably wasted that one. Probably wasted that one. I've taken a workshop on interviews at my local job centre, and I feel like I learned more helpful tips just now than I learned from a whole 4-hour class. Thanks, Reckless Rex. That'll be $100 dues. Thanks. You can pay... oh, bugger. I'm supposed to be invincible. I couldn't run across that lava. Yeah, payable to Ian's jobinterviewsrus.com. Thanks. Poor Barbecue Mario, says Dragon Botherer. Yeah, whoopsie. Hope you lot are all having a good time anyway. This is what I've been missing. Ian is distracted by chat. And, oh, this is what you've been missing. Ian is distracted by chat and plunges to his death. Yeah. That happens to me a lot. See, I was reading the chat a little bit earlier, and then I died because my time ran out. So now I'm like, ugh. I want to read the chat, but I also don't want to die through being too talkative. Thanks for the 109 thumbs ups, everyone. Hope you're having a good time. Hope you're having a lovely day. I am indeed having a good day, as you might already know, because I just said you need to jump on a horse to get over the lava, says Hockey Rup. Okay, where's the horse block? When did you first meet Aoife and Johnny, says Ollie Nichols. Ooh, that's a very good question. So the first time I ever met Johnny was at an event that Ubisoft were holding called the Summer of Ubisoft, I think it was. The games they were showing off, this will give you an idea of the date. The games they were showing off were, and these were unreleased, were Far Cry 3 and Driver San Francisco. I met Johnny there for the first time, but I had been watching Johnny's work from the days he was on Game On ITV and GameSpot. So I was in the queue for like a hot dog or something from the food van behind Johnny, and I was tapped him on the shoulder and I was like, "Hey, how's it going? Loving your work. What do you edit on?" Stuff like that. And then I went off. And then the next time I spoke to Johnny was when he got the job at Eurogamer. First time I met Aoife was... I'd seen Aoife around at a few press events. I think the first time I saw Aoife in person was probably for Street Fighter 4. There was a press event with Yoshinori Ono there, and Aoife was there with. She was chatting to Jane Douglas and Andy Farron, and I was like, "Oh, the Outside Xbox peeps." Then the actual first time I ever spoke to Aoife was at Eurogamer Expo. Oh, damn it! What year was it? It was Eurogamer Expo back in the Earl's Court, and we played. It was a live session. We played Alien Isolation. Me and Gav Murphy played Alien Isolation on stage, and then we invited other games journos up. It was a survival mode. We invited other games journos up to try and beat our times on the Alien Isolation survival mode. Matt Lees went up and played, and yeah, Aoife went up, and she was quite. She actually she should have got another go because Gav tricked her. Gav was like, "Hey, look up into that vent," which was the exact vent that an alien comes down and eats your face off of. So Aoife's go was literally about 9 seconds long. So yeah, technically she should have got another go, but we were cruel. So yeah, that was the first time I met those two. Or the first times, anyway. I'm liking this chatty Ian, says Saul Reed. Oh, I love chatting. Honestly, ask me some questions. I'll chitter-chatter away if I see him. I used to get told off at school all the time for talking too much. I was one of those kids at school that kept getting moved seats because, you know, bad influence on other people, because I'd start chatting to them and then, you know, they'd start chatting to me and then they wouldn't do their work and, you know, and so on and so on. So, you know, I can chat rubbish for hours. Hey, come back here. Roll your little ball towards me, Sonny Jim. There we go. Right, run away from this. Oh no! That was the opposite of... Oh, fuck. I'm trying to jump off these walls, but instead of jumping off the walls, I'm kind of limply flopping off into the hazard, which, truth be told, is the worst thing you can do in this life. Ian can waffle with the best of them. I also got moved a lot for talking, says Castaway DC. Lovely stuff. Enjoyable stream as always, Ian. Alas, I must get away. Blast Neckun's off to the gym, then off to work. Hope the rest of your day goes well. Laters. See you later, Blast Neckun. Thanks for going. Hope you enjoy the gym. Don't pull any muscles. This thing here. This is the super guide. Oh, it'll show me a sample run. Oh. Oh, I don't want to see a sample run. I thought that was a thing you get in Super Mario Odyssey, like the shame. What? I don't want to. I want to quit it. No. Okay. What? How do I? I'm controlling him now. I thought he was going to show me how to do it. I don't want the super guide. Let me quit. It won't let me quit. What if I throw him in the lava? Sorry, Luigi. It's not his year anymore, is it? I can't even remember what I was saying now. Jokes on the teachers. One can chat with anyone. So unless you throw a chatter out, you lose, says Goendor. Actually, technically, I lost because I did rubbish in GCSE. Actually, I did all right. Did average. Big bro Luigi always has to show Mario what to do, then baby bro Mario gets all the glory. There's no justice in the world, says Seven. Indeed. Well, that's one way to quit, says Hebrew Hammer. Yeah, if I ever quit Eurogamer, that's how I'm going to do it. I'm just going to jump face first into some lava. How did Platform 32 get that name? I covered multiple platforms of video games, and 32 is my lucky number. Why can't I jump anymore? My Joy-Con. Is my Joy-Con charged? I'm jumping. I think I'm pressing the wrong button. I think what I've done here is I've started looking at the comments too much, and now I'm pressing... Yeah, I was pressing the wrong button. Even when I pressed the right button now, I've screwed myself. I defaulted back to this, you know, how normal buttons are with the jump button where B is. It always gets me how A and the B are kind of weird on Nintendo consoles. They're like opposite to what every other console have. You know, normally where A is on the Joy-Con, it's where B would be normally. So you jump with A and run with Y. I'm trying to run with Y and jump with B, but you have to run with B and jump with A. Maybe I should just not bother running. There we go. There we go. Does this mean the cold open on the Red Dead Redemption 2 Flora's Lava Challenge was your resignation letter, Ian, says Timmy Shea 12. No, because I'm still here. That was just my ineptitude at driving horses. Poor old horsies. No horses are safe when Ian's around. Not even the ones I'm not riding. Not even... I'm just... just ignoring... I'm just going to ignore the red things for now. So X and A are both jump. How am I only just working out the controls now? I've been streaming this for like an hour. Right, okay. Here we go. Here we go. Let's do this. I'm only little baby Mario, so I'm gonna... I don't fancy my chances. Again. You changed the controller setting when trying to quit the Luigi Helpy thing, says Sim2K. Oh. Did I now? Well. Change players, controls. How do I... Oh. 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 Who was that? Who was that? Who was my new hero? Rick Sim 2K. High five. You're my new hero. See? Just chatting rubbish, not even paying attention to what's on the screen now. Is it just a low camera angle or is the TV really high up? I'm playing on a TV that's kind of high up. It's a big telly. It's over there. So the camera angle is like eye level, but my TV's kind of a bit high up, basically. Okay. Someone soundboard this whole thing. I wonder if the Eurogamer... Oh, good! I can control it again! Yay! Bloody hell. Such an imbecile. Sorry for me. I'm sorry for me. Yeah, I've not checked out the Eurogamer. Fuck! The Eurogamer soundboard recently. So I don't know if anything's been added to it for a while. But there is one. Come here! You little roly fool. That's it. Bounced off that wall. Fuck! Didn't bounce off that wall though. Can you do a 90-minute soundboard? Ruh-roh. Oh, Emma Benton's here. Emma Benton's the one that did the soundboard. Hello, Emma. There is a Eurogamer soundboard. In fact, Fruitbat has just done a link to it. There you go. I wonder if I can... Let me make a note of that, and then I will try and add it to the video descriptions and stuff, so people can find it easy. Blah, 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 blah. Oh no, that's going in the soundboard, isn't it? I'm trying to find my notes. There we go. Hopefully that link will be saved. There we go. Right. Ah, you mushroom. What an insult. Oh, you mushroom. Blip, blip. Oh look, I can. It feels right again. Thanks for the nuts. Oot. Look at him gliding there. Such a handsome man. Such a prime example of masculine hotness. Waluigi, up my ass again, says Epizoan. I can't do that impression. The Christopher Walken one that Johnny and Aoife can do very well. Can he do it? Can he do it? If we combined Emma's soundboard skills with Gavin's gift skills, we could rule the world, says Nummy Numbers. Alright. Hey, teacher. Leave my bombs alone. Wait! Dickheads. I'm going to get him this time. I promise. Been stuck on this little idiot for far too long. Ah, 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 ah. 2 head stomps. Ah, 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 ah. 3 head stomps. Ah, 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 ah. It's me. Oh wow, Ian, you didn't even try with the title, did you? What do you mean? There's the stream title. It's got the name of the game in it, and then it's got It's-a-me, Ian-O in it. I mean, how much... What else could I have possibly done? What else, huh? Pray slain, says Goendor. Local plumber beats up child, says Nightcat. OMG, now I feel guilty. Ian number 1, says Parrot Kelly. I met the voice of Mario once. Why can I never remember things when I'm streaming? Charles Martinet. I met Charles Martinet once. The launch event for Super Mario Galaxy 2. Very nice chap indeed. He signed my copy of Super Mario 2. I was very impressed. Still got it somewhere. Oh, that toppled. Oh yeah, I remember this level. I like it because they dance. Let's see him do it. Let's see him do it again. Whop. Oh. Whop whop. Excellent. They just you know, occasionally stopping the murderous rampages through town to do a little bit of a whop whop. Whop whop. It should have been, It's-a-me, Marion! Says Reckless Rex. Marion's already a different name to mine, though. You know. Real Marions might get a little bit offended with me stealing their name. But the last thing I want to do is offend any Marions, that's for sure. Oh, boff. Ooh. Many fire flowers today. I want a t-shirt saying hashtag don't be a dick, says Carl Richardson. That's possible. The other person you can tweet with merch ideas is our social media manager Paul Watson, aka Walnut Soap on Twitter. I don't know why he's called Walnut Soap, I'm sorry. He designs a lot of t-shirts in his spare time and sells them on websites. So he's going to probably be designing quite a bit of merch. So if you've got any ideas, give him a little tweet. But there are a few bits of merch available already in the store, in the new Eurogamer Teespring store. Such a sweet game. Have you played the Wii U version? If so, any big differences, says Gaming Off the Grid. There aren't that many big differences, Gaming Off the Grid. This is basically the Mario levels and the harder Luigi levels, plus a few little bonus games and some training videos. It's basically a compilation of everything that came out on the Wii U. But now you can play it on the go if you so want. Come back with my stuff, dickhead. That was my all-time double favourite stuff, and I may never see it again. There's no time to stand around. He was headed for Acorn Plains. Almost forgot. Pipes are a surefire answer for when you're in a rush. Alright, well, let's go and rescue Toad's stuff. That's not how pipes work. Layer Cake Desert. Look at the size of that map. Oof, it's massive. I'm hungry. I want pizza is off now. Good night, everybody says. Good night. Good night. Thanks for coming along and watching. Thanks to everyone who's done all the thumbs ups. If you've been enjoying the show, do subscribe. We stream every Tuesday. Not always just me. I've gone the wrong way. I'm chatting rubbish again. It's not always just me. Sometimes it's Johnny and Aoife as well. Sometimes it's all three of us. And yeah, we do videos every day. Tomorrow I've got a preview of Metro Exodus coming up. Johnny's got something special coming up for you on Thursday that I don't think I can mention, so I'm not going to. Friday there's a Late to the Party that is being filmed at this very moment, I believe. And then Saturday there is something else from Johnny, also about the same thing that is about on Thursday. Saturday, yeah, that was the Saturday. That's a list video on Saturday. Sunday, it's Ian's VR Corner, where I will be testing out the VR sections of Ace Combat 7. Ooh, exciting. Is it going to make me feel sick? Or is it going to be awesome? I've heard some very good things about it, but I've also heard a few people saying it's made me feel a little bit poorly. I have pretty good VR legs, though. I'm not going to lie. It takes a lot to make me feel a bit chunderous from VR. I think the last game that made me feel pretty weird was an anti-gravity space game. Detached, it was called. And it tried to detach my food from my stomach. Got him! Caught Nabbit. But it was, yeah, apart from that, it was fine. So yeah, I'm going to be playing that. So I'm very much looking forward to that. Indeed. I'm watching on my TV, so I can't comment, says DS Queenie, who has somehow commented even though they can't. So, well done you. Excellent work. Got that nabbit. Nabbed it indeed, Fruitbat. Is Ace Combat 7 finally a good flying game for fans of flight sim games, says Dragon Botherer. I don't know. I got no idea. And even if I did, I wouldn't be allowed to tell you until the review embargo lifts. But I'm not going to be concentrating on the main game. I am going to be concentrating solely on the VR portion, which is, I think it's only 3 missions. But I really enjoyed Ultra Wings on PlayStation VR. Ultra Wings is like a little flight sim game. Quite chilled. But, you know, a very basic flight sim. But I really enjoyed that. That didn't make me feel sick, so I think I'll be alright with it. Have you played Drive Club VR? How did that make you feel? I could only last 2 minutes before breaking out in a sweat and feeling nauseous. I played the demo, Linorn, and I was fine, but I only played the demo and then I deleted it. So I haven't played the full game. I'm pretty good with VR games now. Wipeout Omega Collection makes some people feel a bit sick because the VRing in it is very extreme because you're going at super fast speed. But that was fine. I rocketed along with that, absolutely fine. I think the thing with VR sickness is it affects different people in different ways, and why won't this guy? What do I have to do with this guy? Do I have to feed him a bit? I can't remember. Oh, he's like a torch. Oh, bugger. There we go. The thing with VR sickness is that it affects people in different ways, and also I'm not convinced a lot of it isn't a little bit psychosomatic. Everyone says, "Oh, VR makes you feel sick," and because of that, people go into it expecting to feel sick. Like newcomers go into it expecting to feel sick, and I think sometimes that kind of will make you feel sick, even when, you know, if you hadn't have been thinking about it, maybe you hadn't. Oh, hold on a minute. Last 20 minutes, plenty of time for a ghost pepper, says Mosse in a super chat. No way. I'm not eating any kind of chilies raw ever again. Not after the last time. That was brutal. Vindicare is a brand new member. High five to Vindicare. Welcome to Team Eurogamer. Enjoy your badge, enjoy your emojis, and have a lovely time with the rest of the members. They're a lovely lot. So thank you very much. Wipeout PSVR has a great soundtrack too. Yeah, it's got the Prodigy in it. So much fun roller coaster racing people and listening to music. This is indeed. Oh my god, that flame's that's a big old flame. It's gone down again. Whap. If Johnny and Aoife hadn't have been doing loads of filming today, it would have been quite cool to go into the office and play multiplayer with them on this. That would have been very good fun. It's a shame we couldn't. There's also a lot of movement your equilibrium is feeling, so it will cause motion sickness like a money concept. Actually, as a developer, I can say VR sickness is a real thing. However, it depends strongly on the individual sensitivity to ear-eye movement disconnect. Oh yeah, I'm not discounting VR sickness completely. Because even though I have VR legs, I've felt it at times. But I still think occasionally, like especially when people are like, "Oh no, I'm going to feel sick in a sedentary game that has no movement." I feel like sometimes it might be a little bit brought on themselves. But it's definitely there, and it's definitely something. It's also definitely something that I believe you can work through. You can train yourself not to get. I mean, obviously, it's not ideal having to train yourself not to feel sick to play a video game, but I didn't really see it as training myself. I played a lot of stationary games, worked my way up, and then next thing I knew, I was playing the entirety of Resident Evil 7 through with smooth movement turned on. And having... it was akin to an awakening playing Resident Evil 7 in PlayStation VR. It's the closest I've come to feeling like, oh my god, this is like a new frontier for games. I remember when the N64 came out and seeing everything turn 3D, thinking, oh my god, this is a new frontier for games. I can remember... when HD came out, thinking, oh my god, this is a new frontier for games. And then I thought the same thing when VR came out. I kind of thought the same thing when Kinect came out though, but let's not talk about that. Don't they have that balance board thing coming for PSVR soon? Got a roll and rock flashbacks when I saw that. Balance board thing. Oh, I don't know about a balance board. Never heard about a balance board thing, Seven. I was thinking just yesterday about the N64 being the last time I thought games had a new paradigm, says Richard. I guess to some extent Xbox Live as well was a game changer, a big game changer for me. Of course, it was also a big game changer for me when I didn't have to load games from a tape anymore. I've seen a lot of video games, viewers. I've been around a bit. Oh, Kinect, I too was burned on that, says Hebrew Hammer. There was a lot of people burned by Kinect. It was like the highest selling new consumer tech product ever at one point. Which is why, the rumours are, that's why Xbox One went mad with Kinect at the start. Because when they were, around the time they were building the Xbox One and planning it, Kinect was selling like by the bucket load. So Don Matrick was like, oh my god, Kinect's so popular, we've got to get it. Kinect integration all the way through this console. And then obviously by the time they built the console, no one liked Kinect anymore. And everyone wanted RID. And so they had to patch it out. Poor old Rare in those days. So glad Rare can make cool things now. And they're not stuck being the Kinect people. My Kinect on my Xbox One broke and I actually miss it. Love being able to shout at my Xbox to turn it on, etc. I never did that. I don't like having microphones turned on in my house when I'm just, you know, chilling out. Like I have an Alexa, but I never turn it on because I hate the thought that it's just listening to my conversations. I'm a little bit old school, I guess, about that. You know, I'm definitely prime FBI bait. You know, the FBI and the CIA, they're definitely going to want to know what I'm getting up to, and I just don't want them spying on me. Get off the sand, you fool! So yeah, the only time I ever turn my Alexa on is at house parties when we want to put music on. Otherwise, it's turned off. You have a phone though, mic's on all the time, says Going On. Wait, what? What is phone? Whee! Oh my god, these bets! Oh my god. Leave me alone, spiky wall beast. Eat my feet, bats. Eat my feet. That's a good one. I'm gonna have to say that next time I get a kill in PUBG. Eat my feet, dickhead. People will be like, Ian, what the f are you talking about? Balls! Hey Alexa, subscribe to Eurogamer. Stop saying Alexa, says Richard. Alexa, play I'm Too Sexy by Right Said Fred. I hope that worked. Hope that worked. I've sent a link of the stream to the FBI, Ian, says Castaway DC. They already know. They already know. Mosse says, any chance you could use your journalistic panache to do a stream of Project Milo with Kinect? Project Milo never existed. I don't think Project Milo was ever a playable game. I think it was just a tech demo. What they showed in that demo was that famous demo where she draws a thing and hands it to him. And that was impossible on Kinect. That couldn't have been done, even in like the dev kits and stuff. It just wasn't true. It just wasn't true. It wasn't real. Ah, give me my Yoshi back. Oh, you absolutely died for my Yoshi. Damn it, Ian. Another Right Said Fred reference. Nice, says Timmy Shea. So glad I don't have my Echo Dot is in the other room, says Hebrew Hammer. So I got Saul Reed anyway. Alexa, play Touch My Bum by the Cheeky Girls. Haven't watched an Ian live stream in a few months. Arrived just in time for Alexa shenanigans. GG. Dances to Right Said Fred, says that there, Tim. Indeed. Right, one more crack at this level and then I think that's my time for the day. I've had a lovely chat with you lot, I tell you. I haven't really talked much about this game, but it turns out it's the same old game that I had on the Wii U. So there's not too much to say about it. If you love classic Mario platformers, then, you know, and you've got a Switch and you want some Mario to play while you're going around places, this is perfect for you. If you're not a fan of 2D Mario, then you're not going to want it, because it's a 2D Mario game all the way through. But yeah, it's pretty cool. You get Mario... Eat those bets. You get all the Mario levels. You get the later, harder Luigi levels. You get a few other extra bonus things. Maybe if I die, I'll have a quick look at the bonus things that you get. A little like bonus multiplayer games that you can play with your Mii. But yeah, it's oh god, poor Yoshi. Generally, it's the same game that you've played on the Wii U. It's the best. The reason I'm playing it today is it's because it's the best-selling game in the UK this week. There isn't really any other games on sale in the UK this week, to be honest. Joke's on you, Ian. I secretly love that song. Wait, damn it, says Saul Reed. Oh, well, your secret's out now, Saul. He is an honorary cheeky girl. Right, let's bring the menu up. Let's go to the main menu. There you go. I think you can play 4 players at once. Main menu. This has been a really chill stream. Thanks for being lovely, everyone, says Fruitbat. Indeed. Seconded. Ian is actually evil, says Sawbus. Seconded. So, challenges that you can play with your Mii. Luigi, Toad, Mii. Have I even made him? I guess I haven't made a Mii. Let's play with your boy Luigi. Wahoo! I want to buy a Nintendo Switch. What should be the first game I buy, says Stuart Robb. Either Mario Odyssey, Mario Kart, or Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, probably, I'd say. They're the big 3. But then you've got stuff like ARMS. Is Animal Crossing out? Pokemon Go. Don't think there is an Animal Crossing, I'm not sure. Pokemon Let's Go, if you like Pokemon. And then there's loads of different indie games. There's a video on this channel actually about good indie games for the Switch, if you want to check that out. So we've got Time Attacks, Triple Jump for Coins, the Goombrat Stomp, Fire Bro! Graceful God, I'm going to do Fire Bro. Dodge fireballs for 15 seconds or longer. Alright, let's give that a go. Breath of the Wild. Lots of people saying Breath of the Wild. Mario Odyssey. Basically Zelda all the way, lots of people saying. Animal Crossing will be out later this year. Ah, there we go. Katamari Damacy is great. It is pretty good. I've got that for my Switch as well. I'd go Mario Odyssey first, but that might just be me, says Josh M. Stardew Valley is great on the Switch. Yeah. Although me and Stardew Valley, we don't get on too well. Oh, I've made it. Oh, he's got a little floaty jump. Oh, this is music from Super Mario 3. Ah! 31 seconds. Oh, so close to 32 seconds. So close. Well, there we go. So you get some challenges with this game as well as the Mario and Luigi levels. Okay, saved a replay movie. I'll never watch it. New challenge available, so you unlock challenges as you go. Looks like they get harder as you go on those. Main menu. Oh, main menu. I'll work out how buttons work one day. You'd think I'd know by now. Boost Rush and Coin Battle. Boost Rush. How many people won? Mario. Okay. Here we go. Those little models, character models, they look weird. I don't like them. Acrobat 3. Okay. Choose the course you want to play. So these ones must unlock as you go. Oh, I'll just try the easy course. And this is what? This is play the levels and get as many coins as possible, I think. It's just on repeated levels, same levels. There's a little mini back there, look. So yeah, get some coins and stuff. Oh, look at you lot all suggesting loads of games for oh no, I forgot his name. Was it Jonathan? Either way, he's going to have empty pockets by the end of this stream, I reckon. Main menu, main menu. Boost Rush, that was. Don't know what it does. Coin battle. 2 to 4 players. Coin edit. So you can have a battle to get more coins, or you can edit the coins for coin battles. Oh yes. Oh yeah. So you can make your own coin collection maps. Whee. I don't know, it's just a random structure I built there, just to show off that you can place coins down. Yeah, like a tower or something, I guess. So, thank you very much, everybody, for watching. You've been a wonderful audience, as always. Thanks for the super chats and the new memberships. They're much appreciated. Big thanks to the mods for keeping everyone safe. Nightcat and Fruitbat are spotted. Don't know if any other mods are in there, but thanks to you too. Thanks to everyone for having a lovely time, suggesting new games and things to people who are thinking about buying Switches. And do have a lovely day. More streams every Tuesday here on Eurogamer, but stay tuned. New videos every day. Bye!